Hello everyone, it's CNY again. A few days from now, it'll be everybody's birthday, which is a week from the Chinese New Year. Here, wish everyone good health again, great prosperity, wishes will come true very soon, and most importantly, joy and happiness. Over the past couple of weeks, the stock market was very interesting. The market fluctuated by the news of deep dish, but mixed outcome from high tech earning announcements. However, if you look at the Chinese stock you bought, and I recommend it, they should have uplift pretty well in the past 2 weeks. Now, it is recommended to reduce exposures, which means reduce number of physical shares you have on hand. Or maybe if you want to buy options and put a put and bet they're going to go down. The market has obviously overreacted with the deep seat news. And index will rebound from the low points. Last Friday market was very bullish in the morning, but pulled back with some losses, probably due to profit taking. Another important news was that Fed has decided to stay rate remains as is. So investors have digested this information and move on focusing their corporate earnings the following week. For those who follow my stock, it shall roughly 3 to 5%, which aligned with the market for January. As you can see, S&P 500 returned about 3%. And Chinese stocks have outperformed it and greater than 10%, depending on which one you buy, because some have more than the other. During the earnings season, stock can be mixed based on operational drive, and most cases is their forward-looking statements. For example, Microsoft has announced earnings beating expectations, top and bottom line, but the price are actually falling, and Tesla stock advanced, and Meta stock has advanced very well after earnings announcement as well. So in Tuesday, we're going to have Alphabet, Google, Powerhouse, Pepsi, PEP, Semiconductor Leader, Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, Pfizer, which is a pharmaceutical giant, PayPal, PYPL, and also we're going to have Wednesday, NVO, which is a stock that I had it on my previous video, Disney, and also Amazon will be announced earnings on Thursday. So this will be an interesting week. The key to be success in investing and many things just like life is you have to be disciplined and follow the strategy. So if running for a short time, I always saying about 18% is a good profit taking point. So some stock, if you invest and listen to my video about it, and you really within very short time is already give you the 18% point. It's really easy if you have the trading company, you go set up a limit sell, a price up to you calculate the return that you want and put it there. And once the stock hit the price, you will auto execute it. For example, I put the price of Baba is at $90, so you hit it there and sold it for me. And same perspective, if you set a limit buy, which is the other way around where you consider stock which have already have a correction and pull back, and this is a really good stock to hold strategically, and add in your portfolio. Then you set up a limit buy and at the price you want to buy that in a number of shares. HYLM right now is kind of in a good range of entry point, and you can see the stock kind of in pretty much in the range within $2.20 to $2.50 range. So earnings season is going to come and you talk about the stock and hopefully you're going to have a momentum again. This stock at one point was $4 and very quickly after the announcement of the insider buy the stock, it's just actually pulled back. So it's right now it's a pretty good point to kind of consider buying it. The other one is NIO, which is another EV stock I like lately. If you think CNY is going to bottom out, so the stock going to be doing pretty well. And I bought it actually at $4, just that you know, so it's like 8% return already, right? So you gotta be really careful about the prices. But again, it's more like everything I'm talking about right now is more about momentum. It's not really less fundamental, just that you know. And you look at the market, and in history have told you that that the market have been very hot and bullish. So pretty much there's so much money on the side and they put it into the stock market. And that's how you get the robust, got $176 a market high XP with steel pan going up to $75, a record high, and then HYLM was at $52 at one point. So it's kind of give you the idea that if this year the market will be looking at very strong with Trump administrations. Of course, there's a tariffs that just have an executive order. I will touch base here shortly and give you some of the mixed news that could begin the market a little bit variability. But overall, in the course of the time, why not? If the expectation is analysts still believe that the market will be kind of bullish this year, and index could potentially have a double-digit gains again. And then ACLS maybe a little bit patience, but this stock haven't been doing very well, didn't do well, but it's very clearly saying $68 about a support point. And you actually again you have last year have been went with Nvidia that have been going up over $100. So this stock still have a very good potential in my opinion, and a very strong set mid semiconductor stock, so that can be considered. And you're gonna announce earning this week on Google. As you can see, that Google have been really doing very strong and solid in a month basis. So you gotta look at the prices and really reaching the year and high. So it's always very interesting about earnings, what they have. Again, that people reporting maybe ask them if tariffs have any impact, if the AI deep what that Chinese AI will have any impact on DeepSeek, will have any impact on their development, right, and the potential future earnings. So we will see. Very interesting here that how they're going to be reacted to them. Of course, I can't predict what it is, but really a lot of time company looking at long strategic view, and if AI is substantial and have really some payoff at this point in the investment, you'll continue to pretty much perform well. Okay. And one last item, I do want to note that Trump has signed the tariff as an executive order, putting 25 tariffs on Mexico and Canada, and tax 10% on goods from China. With that, you'll be interested to see how inflation shapes out and how lower corporate tax, which will be he promising will offset part of the trade-off here. So is just to give you the idea that I didn't list out the top 10, but the top 6 items that actually we have a good imported by the value that was being imported is, and the tariffs has historically 2020 account for 2% of U.S. total tax revenue. So with the tariffs that going on, it will be very interesting. But again, the bottom line, you just have to look at it is excluding all the geopolitical risks. Just look at mathematics. How is it going to balance between the cost of goods due to the tariffs and overall economic growth and people standard of living, right? I mean, the thing is, you don't hear about the news lately a lot of time talking about U.S. actually have the increased trend of the credit card debt and foreclosure, increase foreclosure again. And how does that happen is all because of the time, with the COVID, and then there's a short of chips and people rushing and buying the metals, talking about the C generation, how they want to like to have a house working from home. And so all this is, a lot of a decision and impact that them will may have, will not come to bite you right away, but in the future. So obviously this tariffs, you don't see tomorrow price go up right away, but we'll see how this is going to happen. And if any policy going to be actually for opposite, maybe increase number of jobs in America, maybe lower interest rate, then will actually make the stock market continue to grow, and also the relationship between U.S. dollars and the rest of the world, and how the yield curve going to looks like, right? All this stuff, it all matters to Americans. So stay tuned until next time. Hope again the market will be very strong and it will be continue to do well. Thank you very much.